So what if a brand new AI company, I mean, really just starting out, somehow secured $2 billion, dollars, not some later stage round, not a tech giant,
Yeah.
$2 billion in its seed round. It's just a
Yeah.
massive number.
Yeah, you heard that right. Seriously. This is not your grandma's seed round.
Yeah.
This past week, the AI funding scene, it's gone absolutely bonkers. Just wow.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to unpack a whole stack of sources detailing this latest and, frankly, kind of mind-boggling AI investment landscape.
Right. Our assignment here is to navigate this, well, wild flow of cash into AI. We're looking at the week of June 20th to 26th, 2025.
We'll explore who got funded, sure.
But more importantly, what kind of cutting-edge AI they're actually building. I mean, it touches everything from legal tech to, well, smart cow collars. Seriously.
Okay, yeah. We'll definitely highlight the biggest players, maybe some surprising applications, and try to figure out what it all means for, technology and maybe beyond. Okay, let's dig in. We really have to start with the one that just broke all the records. Thinking Machines Lab. They just secured an astonishing $2 billion in a seed round. That amount of capital right out of the gate, it just signals this huge vote of confidence.
Yeah, what's fascinating here isn't just the number, the $2 billion itself, though that's wild. It's that it's a seed round.
Right.
It tells you investors believe they're on to something truly monumental, like potentially landscape changing.
So what are they building with all that money? What's the focus?
Well, they're focused on next-generation multimodal dealing with different types of data agentic foundation models.
Agentic.
Yeah, think of AI that doesn't just, chat or make an image. It understands complex goals.
Yeah.
And then it takes multiple steps, kind of autonomously, to actually achieve those goals.
Okay. So like a really smart digital assistant that actually does things for you, not just fetches info, but acts.
Exactly. Precisely. It's about AI becoming more of an independent actor, not just a tool you specifically command for each tiny step. This funding gives them this massive war chest to go after truly autonomous, really capable AI. It's a huge bet on that future.
So what's the sort of core insight from such a massive initial investment like that?
I think it's pretty clear. Investors are betting big on AI autonomy.
Okay. Now, beyond these giants, there seems to be a really clear trend in AI for healthcare. Our sources point to big raises for both Abridge and Commure.
Yeah, Abridge raised $300 million. They're aiming to, eliminate physician burnout using ambient listening clinical documentation.
Ambient listening?
Right. It basically acts like a medical scribe in the background. It converts the natural conversation between a doctor and patient directly into clinical notes.
Wow. So doctors can actually focus on the patient instead of typing everything out on a keyboard? That feels revolutionary.
It really could be. Then you've got Commure. They secured $200 million. Their thing is a full-stack healthcare AI platform. It combines that ambient note-taking with revenue cycle management, specifically for large health systems.
Yeah.
So it's optimizing the admin side, too.
And we also saw ForSight Robotics getting funding, right? $125 million for robotic surgery. That's a different angle.
Definitely different, yeah. Details in the sources are a bit light, but robotic surgery fundamentally relies on incredibly advanced AI. You're talking machine vision, complex algorithms for making decisions in real time, and just achieving superhuman precision in really delicate operations. It's about augmenting the surgeon.
So looking at these healthcare investments together, what's the main impact we should expect?
I'd say AI is rapidly becoming healthcare's operational backbone.
Okay, let's move out of medicine and into, say, the world of law and finance. Harvey secured $300 million for legal workflow automation. That's significant.
Yeah, Harvey develops these pretty sophisticated large language models, LLMs, AI, trained on massive text data sets, but specifically tailored for legal workflows.
Okay.
So they automate things like legal research, drafting initial contracts, analyzing documents. Think about the sheer volume of text lawyers have to wade through.
Right. So lawyers can maybe ditch some of those late-night research marathons and actually, focus on higher-level stuff.
That seems to be the aim, yeah. More time for strategy, client interaction, the complex thinking. We also see Finom raising $133 million. They're doing AI-driven business banking, automating things like invoicing and expense management, mainly for SMEs in Europe. Pretty practical stuff.
And for financial planning, Conquest Planning pulled in $80 million.
Right. Their system uses a generative planning engine. It helps financial advisors create personalized plans way faster than the old way.
So again, it lets the advisors focus more on the strategy and the client relationship, not just the number crunching.
scaling expertise, basically.
Got it. And there were a couple others, too. Neural with $31 million for enterprise business process automation, and Spinwheel with $30 million for AI and liability management, helping people manage debt.
Yeah, all about automating complex flows.
So what's the common thread running through these business and finance AI applications?
I think it's that AI is automating core professional knowledge work.
Okay, let's pivot now to the more physical and operational side. Our sources mention Galbot from Beijing getting $153 million for embodied AI manufacturing robots.
Yeah, embodied AI. That means physical robots, not just software. Robots that can intelligently perceive and interact with their environment right there on the factory floor.
So not just repetitive arms.
Exactly. These are designed for more complex, maybe more adaptable manufacturing tasks, like intelligent workers, really.
Interesting. And then PhysicsX raised $135 million for industrial AI and engineering simulation. That sounds a bit more abstract.
It sounds abstract, but it's actually super practical. They combine physics principles with AI to simulate and optimize designs for, well, almost anything. Race cars, wind turbines, all virtually. It dramatically speeds up the design process. You cut down on needing lots of expensive physical prototypes, so you're optimizing the physical world using digital tools.
Makes sense. Now, switching gears again, customer service. Decagon secured $131 million for an AI agent customer service platform.
Right, and these AI agents, they're meant to go way beyond simple chatbots. They're designed to handle complex queries, understand context, remember past interactions, really have human-like conversations to solve problems, often without needing a human to jump in.
So maybe fewer frustrating phone trees and more actual help quickly. That sounds appealing to, well, everyone.
Chuckles slightly. Yeah, definitely. And related to that, BotPress got $25 million for AI agent infrastructure. They provide the underlying tools for developers.
Ah, the building blocks.
Exactly. The tools to build, manage, and deploy these high-quality AI agents and chatbots reliably and at scale, like the Lego blocks for building sophisticated AI conversations.
So how are these companies in the industrial and service spaces changing things?
Well, fundamentally, AI is driving a new era of intelligent automation, physical and digital.
Okay, this next one you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
It is genuinely kind of wild. Halter, in New Zealand, raised $100 million for a smart collar herd management system.
Chuckles. Wait, seriously. Smart collars for cows, like Fitbits for the herd.
Yeah, exactly like that, basically. These are solar-powered collars. They use AI, computer vision, analytics, all to remotely guide herds, set up virtual fences for grazing, and even detect early signs of health issues in individual cows.
Whoa. Okay, just imagine scaling that level of, individual animal care across millions of farms. The efficiency gains, the animal welfare benefits, that's actually incredible.
It really is a great example of AI reaching unexpected places.
Definitely. Then we also saw XBOW raising $75 million for offensive cybersecurity.
Offensive?
Yeah, using AI to actively simulate attacks, find vulnerabilities in systems before the bad guys do. So it's proactive defense through simulated offense.
Got it. And Scientific raised $60 million. They call themselves an AI data foundry. What's that about?
Think of a metal foundry forging steel. Scientific basically forges high-quality data. They clean it, label it, structure it specifically to train powerful enterprise AI models. Because, data is the absolute fuel for AI. They're making sure it's premium-grade fuel.
Okay. And ClearSpeed got $60 million for voice analytics AI, detecting risk just from the sound of someone's voice.
Yeah, without even analyzing the words they're saying. It's about the how you say it, not the what. Looking for patterns in tone, cadence, stress that might indicate risk. It's kind of spooky, but also potentially powerful.
And OpenRouter raised $40 million for a unified LLM API. You described it as like a switchboard.
Yeah, basically. It intelligently routes your request, your prompt, to whichever AI model is best suited for that specific task, like a smart concierge for accessing different AI brains.
And just quickly, MetaView with $35 million for recruiting intelligence, helping with hiring.
Right, analyzing interview dynamics. And Whisperflow got $30 million for a hands-free AI dictation platform. Useful for doctors, sure, but maybe anyone who needs to dictate notes while doing other things.
So looking at this incredibly diverse set of applications, from cows to cybersecurity to voice analysis, what does it tell us overall?
I mean, it just shows AI's influence is pervasive, transforming basically every industry. Mid-roll sponsor read.
So let's try to pull this all together. From that just jaw-dropping $2 billion seed round for Thinking Machines Lab, all the way to smart collars for cows in New Zealand, this past week showed an absolutely incredible flood of cash into the AI ecosystem.
Yeah, and if you connect the dots, Looking at the bigger picture, it's just crystal clear that investors have this monumental confidence in AI, not just for the future, but for right now, for immediate applications. We're seeing AI getting embedded, becoming really foundational across basically every sector you can think of.
You said it before, like the early internet, but on steroids.
Exactly, but maybe even faster, and with way more capital chasing these really transformative ideas from the get-go.
And it really highlights the speed, right? The speed of innovation, the speed of investment. And this isn't just a few big tech companies anymore. It's hundreds of companies all trying to solve specific real-world problems in all sorts of different industries.
hmm And that common thread we kept seeing, the push towards more autonomous, more agentic AI,
Yeah.
that feels like a really significant theme here. These systems aren't just tools anymore. They're being designed to understand complex goals and then act on them independently. That's a major leap from where we were even just a year or two ago.
I have to admit, I still wrestle with just how quickly these capabilities are emerging and how we, as a society are supposed to adapt to it all. It's moving so fast, challenging a lot of our assumptions about work, about problem solving.
It's a lot to take in for sure.
So this deep dive, it's not just about the investment numbers. It feels like a roadmap showing where AI is heading next.
Yeah, and it raises a really important question, I think, for you listening right now. Given this huge surge of investment and just the incredible diversity of AI applications we've talked about, where do you see AI making the most profound or maybe the most surprising impact on your own daily life in, say, the next 5 years?
Think about those implications. Are we really on the cusp of truly intelligent agents fundamentally changing how we work, how we live? Or is it more about just making current things more efficient? It's something to really ponder as you look at your own smart devices.
Or maybe your cows, if you have any.
Chuckles. Right. Well, that's it for this deep dive. We hope this exploration gave you some fascinating insights, maybe a bit of a shortcut to feeling informed about this crazy landscape.
Yeah, until next time, keep digging and keep learning. Out to your own music.